So here to track the storm with us is Lonnie Quinn. Lonnie's been with us actually periodically all morning long, weathercaster for WCBS here in New York. Lonnie.
Namer, you brought up a great point where we were just talking about the controlled release. Lesson learned from Katrina.
Right.
Yep.
If you think about that, I mean, yeah, look, I'll never forget that you're going back to 2005. But the thought was, if you can, I remember it like it was yesterday. There we were early in the morning, and reporters are standing in New Orleans with their boots on, but they're in maybe 4 inches of water.
Yeah.
And I remember the words being said. New Orleans has dodged a bullet. The levees broke, and that's what flooded New Orleans.
Yes.
It was the levees breaking, and all that water came in. So this controlled release they've got to do it.
Yeah.
You've got to do it, and it's going to be a tough situation to bring about a better result in the end. But what's going to happen with this storm in general is what all eyes are on. The fact is it's cut off right now. There is no mechanism steering it. All right, here's your radar picture. There was a cold front that came through. Cold fronts, in my world of weather, can be like a broom. It can come in, just sort of sweep the thing right out of here. That cold front just nipped at the northern fringe. It got down as far south as, say, Tyler, Texas. Didn't get down far enough to give this a nudge off to the east. That nudge is going to come in the form of a trough. I believe that's going to be late Wednesday, maybe going into Thursday. So until then, it's just sort of, it's moving a little bit, maybe like 3 miles per hour or so right now, but it's going to basically sit in the same area, and it's going to continue to drench Texas and Louisiana as well, for that matter. And these rainfall numbers are just staggering. I think we maybe have the track to show you. This is just in from the National Hurricane Center. They give you an 11 o'clock update, and now they show it bumping into the Gulf of Mexico. You see it right there?
Right.
Holding on to its tropical storm strength. And I think maybe in one of our earlier conversations, we addressed with, hey, is there the possibility, now it's over the Gulf of Mexico again, that warmer water, could it become a hurricane again? And science is telling us no, because as it came on shore, remember how strong this was?
Right.
Cat 4? That really churns up the ocean, pulls that cold water up from the bottom of the ocean and cools off the sea surface. So we don't think it's going to be strong enough to intensify it back to a hurricane, but holding on to tropical storm status, and now it does another U-turn and makes another landfall in Texas. Until it eventually pushes up towards the northwestern portion of Louisiana. But look at that. That's you're looking at a time frame there of Thursday.
Wow.
Thursday morning, like 7 a.m. And even then, if it's crossing the border into Louisiana, there is a western half of this storm.
Right. The tail end is still going to be hitting Texas.
But it's not as strong as the eastern half. Eastern half of the storms are always stronger than the backside. But look at this rain to come. This is crazy stuff. This is on top of what has already fallen. We're talking the potential in the Port Arthur area to see another 24 inches of rain. Okay, Houston, you don't have the big, bright yellow on you. You've got a red. Well, that's another 6 inches of rain.
Wow.
I mean, the numbers, I've got to give you this. I put together these numbers. Listen to this, and I wish I had made a graphic for you to read it at home with me, but I'm going to walk you through this. You take 3 of the biggies as far as money devastating storms.
Yeah.
3 of the most expensive ones to ever hit the United States. What would you go with? You'd go with Superstorm Sandy.
Yeah,
Right.
Sandy.
You'd go with
I guess Katrina's up
Katrina
there.
without
yeah.
a doubt.
Ivan?
And probably I'd put Andrew in there. Andrew wiped out South Florida. Well, those 3 storms, and again, every storm has its own identity. I mean, Hurricane or Superstorm Sandy, you remember that was all about the surge,
Yeah.
not
Right.
necessarily the rainfall. And then you look at Katrina, that was about the levees breaking. And then you look at Andrew, that was the crazy winds, 155 mile per hour winds. But we're talking rainfall with this storm. Right now we are. This was certainly a big bruising storm when it came on as a Cat 4. But rainfall alone, look at the numbers here, guys. Here, take a peek. Katrina, 16.3 inches of rain. Andrew, 13.9. Sandy, 12.5. A total of those 3 combined is 42.8. This one could very well have over 50 inches.
Wow.
Whoa.
Bigger rainfall than those 3 monster storms put together.
Oh, that's
Not
scary.
good news. Wish you had better news, but Lonnie,
It is an epic storm. It really is.
thanks for coming by. We
You bet
appreciate
you
it.
guys.